we're back here again. We're back here again because I can't get this game out of my damn head. I can't get this game out of my head, bro. We have no content. I don't know what to do. I just want to. Damn. Snow. Okay. I will be clear. I'm doing this only because I felt like it was different enough from what I did with the actual like roster video. The roster video, I'd realized my original intention, I think going into it was kind of like I wanted to make a roster that I wanted, but what I ended up doing when I actually started the video was I made it a roster that I thought made the most sense because I kept going with the logic of like what were they gonna do instead of what I wanted them to do. I realized this when I was rewatching the video and I was like, wow, I didn't put Psylocke anywhere. I was like, I actually didn't put Psylocke on there, which baby go, oh, maybe that's not exactly my roster. Not saying the video is bad. The video is actually really good. I definitely agree with everything I said in terms of like that's likely. I would say like 90%. That's a lot of confidence, but I would say I'm about at least at the very least I'm like 60% sure that like the whole like 60% of that whole roster is probably going to be in the game. I'm pretty confident in that. I'm really confident in that. I would be not shocked. I would be pretty surprised if like only 30%. 30 is like nuts. That's a low amount out of the amount of like iconic characters I threw in there. But I wanted to highlight the ones that I definitely wanted to be in there. Some are definitely from that list, and others didn't make it into the roster. You can guess what one of them is. But I want to clarify. Top 10 is going to be only strictly, I have a rule for this just because I want to make it different. I feel like everybody's going to be like, oh, top 10 characters I want to see in the new Marvel game. MVC iconic characters. Number 2, Sentinel. And I'm like, if you're one of those people, politely go away. Just go. I was gonna say something horrible. But no, just go away. Just go away because this is our first ever opportunity to reset things, bro. And when I say reset things, I'm not saying we're getting away from the culture. No. The culture is still there at MVC. There's a reason why they showed Doctor Doom and Storm as the very last two. There's a good reason. There's a reason why they started with Captain America's first move on the whole trailer being a launcher going up and bang bang bang, and there are hitch strings like the Spider-Man one that are literally from MVC. They're from Marvel vs. Capcom. So the culture is still well truly alive, but the character choices are going to be very different. There's a clear reason why Sentinel was in there back in the 90s from the very first X-Men game. I am not going with that, bro. I'm not wasting an opportunity to have so many of these Marvel characters and be like, yeah, I want Sentinel. Anyways, top 10 is strictly for characters that have never been in a Marvel fighting game. I'm going for that. When I say Marvel fighting game, to be 100% honest, I'm just talking something that was made by Capcom. To be 100% frank, like I'm counting the X-Men games too. Like it is strictly one that has not existed in any of those games. So there will be some X-Men, but probably not a lot. However, I'm going to use returning as like an honorable mention. There are two characters that it just goes without saying. Like, yeah, upset is probably an understatement if Magneto is not in this game. Magneto's going to be in this game. Like 100% guaranteed Magneto's going to be in this game. Magneto's in this not in this game, I'm rioting. But Magneto will be in this game, and also I got to give her credit because I didn't put her. Spoiler alert to that video, by the way. Anyways, those are the only two characters. Just to be clear, those are the only two. Everything else is free game, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care. Sentinel can go and never come back. Cyclops, he should be there, but I'm not going to throw a riot. These two, Lord help, bro, help me. If they're not in that game, I'm gonna be pissed. Hulk and Thor, I'm pretty sure are definitely in there. I have a theory. I don't think it's gonna happen. Might do, but I highly doubt they'll do it. They'll definitely put Hulk and Thor in there for sure. If they don't, there's like a 1% chance that they're gonna do a different thing with those two specifically. Like if they did Jane Foster and like She-Hulk. If they did that, then like you can put She-Hulk and still have Hulk. Jane Foster's a bit of a different one, but I'd be like, That would be interesting, but I'm not. I'm gonna bet that's not the case. Anyways, let's get through this list. First guy in my head, right away in my head, Kang the Conqueror. I will list these guys out, then I will order them. Moon Knight. Moon Knight, Moon Knight. The next one, he's probably in there because I saw him literally in one of the backgrounds. He's in the window. He's literally in there. Like Matt Murdock is in the background, which kind of worries me because I'm like, if he's in the background, does that mean he's in the game or not? Another one I talked about it in the actual roster video, but Emma Frost. I feel like Emma Frost low key is, if you think about it conceptually, like the psychic mixed in with the diamond form and everything. This is a very good character that could cook. That could cook in terms of her moveset. Moon Knight mostly because I get to see Batman in a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Sorry, in a Marvel game. Sorry, I gotta get used to that. Yeah, I got to see Batman in a Marvel game, which would be great. Speaking of Batman, it would be really cool since we have a Batman in a Marvel game, a Superman in a Marvel game. If we got Batman and the Superman character in a Marvel game that's a 4v4, brother, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit, dude. Holy, I could play Doom, Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman. That's stupid. I thought about it when I was making the list on the roster one, and I was like, whoa, this is actually really true. This guy's never been in here, and he really should be because he has some cool ass abilities. Well, I mean, his abilities are just the beam stuff, but dude, him floating on the surfboard, imagine what his normals would look like. It'd be sick. So I don't know. I feel like Silver Surfer like should be a no-brainer. Namor, water guy. We got water guy. Also, I feel like Namor, when they said face of Marvel, I took this very literally. Namor is one of, if not the oldest. I think he's the oldest Marvel character that's ever existed. That's actually a Marvel created character. I believe he's 1939. I want to say he's 1939. And I believe Cap is like 41? 1941? Something like that, right? So Namor's pretty old. Namor's pretty old. Him and the first Human Torch are like the first guys, but I don't think we're gonna see the first Human Torch. I think if we do see Human Torch, it would definitely be Johnny Storm. But yeah, Namor would be sick. Quicksilver, there he is. All right, there he is. Speedster. If how do you explain you're a DC fan without explaining you're a DC fan? If I get Batman, Superman, and the Flash, if I get Batman, Superman, and the Flash, and Aquaman, that would be great. I'd be very, very happy. I feel like I would be the guy running this team, and people would be like, "Are you? Be honest. Are you a Marvel fan?" Like I'd be like, "Yeah. I'm a Marvel fan. No, I'm definitely 100%. What makes you say that, bro? Of course I'm a Marvel fan. What? What? Guys, come on. I'm one of you guys. Captain United States. I love Captain United States. Metal Man. I love Metal Man and United States. Captain United States. I love Captain States and Metal Man. They're great. I love them. Yeah, they're awesome. This one is really strange because I guess like Venom is really, really popular. Like, fair enough. He has a cool design because Capcom liked the aesthetic with the symbiote and everything. But Green Goblin, again, same thing as Silver Surfer. Like if you think about it, the flying and everything, like him actually doing the bombs and the flying and all that stuff. We saw what's his face? The devil guy. Is it Red Devil? I don't actually remember. Red something. It's Red something. God damn, I can't remember. From Ghosts and Goblins. And in MVC3. Honestly, sick character, dude. Sick character. I'm going to do MVC3 content, UMVC3 on the other channel. I've played the game with friends a little bit. I do want to play through the campaign and do some videos of me and the boys playing the game. But, dude, one of my favorite characters. He's so fun. But, obviously, Green Goblin will play a little differently. But, genuinely, the way he plays in that game proved to me, I was like, dude, like, come on, man. Also, I'm not gonna say Joker. I feel like that's not, that's a bit of a stretch, but having the maniacally insane in a game like this is pretty cool. If we're not gonna have Capcom, because I'll be honest, Capcom has a lot of those. If we're not gonna have Capcom, then at least just strictly a Marvel game, to give a little bit of a personality for the villains and everything. That's not just badass or stoic. This would be a nice, cool change of pace. Another Spider-Man villain, mostly because again, silhouette wise, like if we're talking his actual moves, like his normals and how he would actually move around and play, Doctor Octopus would be so cool, so cool. Like he would be so sick. So I think that's the 10, right? That's 5 and 5. Yeah, that's the 10. Okay, now if I'm ordering this, I look at top 5 as like, if they're being generous, you know what I mean? If they're being generous, like, hey man, you have 5 characters you get to put in the new Marvel game. Who do you want to be in there? I think Daredevil is cheating because Daredevil, Loki, I feel like is already in there. Although it does make me nervous that he's in the background, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those cool touches where it's like when you play as Daredevil, he won't be in the window. You know what I mean? It'll be like, wait, where's that guy with the glasses? It's like, that's you, that's you. No, I feel like Kang is a lot like Doom. I feel like low key he's a lot like Doom, so I wouldn't put him very high. Green Goblin, I'm gonna put him high because I do really need to see him. Sentry, I'm gonna put him high. Doc Ock, I think despite his mechanical arms and everything, he's really really cool, but I wouldn't put him in top 5. Emma, I'm actually gonna put in top 5. I feel like the psychic abilities with the diamond stuff. I feel like mixing in between those two powers in her moveset would look very cool. I think it would look very very cool to see how that interacts. Sentry, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Thunderbolts movie, I'm really really sorry, but this is something that is vital to his character. Sentry being the Void. I guess saying the Void doesn't give you an actual spoiler. You don't know what the Void is, but regardless, if you know what the Void is, cool. Sentry being the Void has to be a part of his character. It doesn't have to be in his moveset, but it definitely should be in his ultimate. Because you're thinking like, oh, here's the Superman guy, right? His ultimate's gonna be him really punching you hard, and then next thing you know, you know, like I don't know how to explain the Void. It's not a spoiler, obviously, but like the Void doing Void things, you know, it's like, ugh, it's like what the fuck. I think would look awesome. Plus, if you know anything about the Thunderbolts comics, when they were first like introduced and everything, these two have an interesting relationship. I would love to see if they were both in the game what their dialogue would be, because this guy is scared shitless. This dude, that's a funny little reference there. So yeah, Emma, Sentry, Green Goblin seems like that makes sense. I don't know. Quicksilver, okay. Quicksilver, I'm struggling because in my head I'm thinking as a character he's not interesting. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. The reason why Quicksilver is never in any of these things is because, dude, he's hardly in any Marvel games, and that's because he sucks. He just sucks. Personality wise, he sucks. There's like Marvel doesn't care about this dude, so I would be very very shocked if he ever showed up. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's probably gonna be Namor. Namor is like, I would be, I would be just as shocked if Namor wasn't in this game. So I'm almost gonna just put this as a cheat code and just say guaranteed he's in there. Namor is in there. I think Namor is in there, but I'm less confident than I am with Daredevil because Daredevil, you literally see him in the trailer. So I'm just gonna say that Namor will be in my top 5 just to be sure. Because if we get Daredevil, if we get Namor, we get Atlantis, which would be really cool. I believe it's called Atlantis. I'm not basing it off the movie. That's not technically that's a cool iteration of him I really like, but that's not the comic Namor. I believe it's called Atlantis still. I believe I might be crossing it over with Aquaman stuff to all the Marvel fans. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Please don't kill me. Moon Knight. Moon Knight is cooler than Daredevil. I'm just gonna put it. Hot take. Hot take. I love Daredevil. I love the Netflix series, the Netflix one. I haven't seen the new one with the Disney one. I heard it's okay. It's a little much from what I hear, but the oh my god, dude. But like I like Daredevil before that. To be honest, I'm more of a Kingpin guy. I'm a huge Kingpin guy. I think Daredevil, Matt's cool. I think Matt Murdock is cool. He's a cool character, but I love Kingpin. Only problem is I don't really want Kingpin in these kinds of games because I don't think he really shines at what he does. I think Kingpin is amazing for story games and television. Story games and television, Kingpin's incredible. For games like this, Please, I listen. I'm a huge Kingpin fan. He's probably in my top 5 or top 6 favorite Marvel villains. Do not put him in this game. I'm being dead serious. Do not put him in this game because then we're gonna have a third big guy that practically doesn't do anything unless they really, really cook with him. So I would say Moon Knight is probably cooler. Also, Moonlight literally has superpowers. like I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. Yeah, he's Batman, but he literally has superpowers, bro. He calls upon the moon, like the god of the moon. Like, yeah, oh, he fights in the streets, and then you play Marvel Rivals, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, suddenly the heavens have just opened, and you're getting like smited down. You're like, what's happening? Yeah, I feel like that's top 5. My least wanted character. Now I feel bad because now it's like I kept talking about the speedster thing, but I feel like yeah, like low key. I just feel like it would be cool. This is why I feel like Quicksilver would make sense for like DLC if they really cooked and leaned in. Honestly, lean into the anime thing, bro. Just lean into it. Make it super, super anime. Just go hard with it. Because I feel like that's the only thing that's going to save this guy from not having a personality. Because then you give him a personality. Because trust me, that's one thing anime is really fucking good at. It's making a character that seems really boring on surface level really, really cool. Because they'll give him some personality, some cliche, something. I don't care, bro. Make him into one of the stoic guys that never talks, but like make him look cool. You know what I mean? Like that's what they did with Strider. But the problem is Capcom doesn't do anime stuff. So you know what I mean? So like everyone's like, oh my god, Strider's amazing because they're all Capcom geeks. And then they're like, whoa, wait a minute, this is just anime. And it's like, yeah, that's how this works. So like just please, just do that. Just do that with this guy if you did put him in. But don't, because he's kind of boring. So Daredevil, I want King more. Doc Ock would be cooler. I'm gonna be honest with you, Daredevil has a stick. Like I get it. I totally get it, bro. Daredevil's sick. We like Daredevil. He looks cool. He's badass. But let me be honest, I'm way more happy that Ghost Rider is in this game. I'm way more happy, especially that it's Robbie. I laugh at myself because I've watched my reaction back and I realized I said Ramirez because I couldn't remember his name. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The last time I remember Robbie Reyes was like Reyes was pretty close. To be fair, like Ramirez was not too far off, but I did feel really, really bad for him. I was like, oh, this poor guy, because this character has not been around. I know I'm not talking about a character just here, but dude, he had not been around for years, bro. I remember when he first, I think it was 2013. It was like 2013, something like that. Early 2010s. This character came out. I loved his design. Loved his design. Loved that it was a car and all that stuff. Disappeared. Freaking disappeared after like 2 or 3 years. Marvel never brought this guy back up again. I might be wrong, but I was like, we're taking this version of Ghost Rider. I was like, let's go. This is why I was kind of like, are they going to do Jane Foster for Thor? That would be interesting because it seems like they're doing different iterations of each character. So yeah, Daredevil, he's just a guy with a stick. Quicksilver has no personality. Doc Ock is pretty cool, but it's a fighting game. You know what I mean? I feel like Doc Ock is really cool though. Doc Ock would be way cooler than MODOK, but I'm gonna say Doc Ock's here. Oh, dude, Kang would be. Oh my god, could you imagine what Kang's super would be? Imagine he opens a portal and like T-Rexes come out, or like the army from his future. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, but this guy could bring his whole army from the sea, and this dude could call down the god of the moon down upon you. You know what I mean? The Void. Green Goblin speaks on his own, and Emma Frost. I mean, come on, man, she sells herself. I'm probably gonna put Kang is here. I'm gonna put him as 6. I'm gonna put him at number 6. Silver Surfer. If he has Galactus in his ultimate, yeah, oh yeah. But if he doesn't. If he doesn't, this guy cooks way harder. I'm gonna just be real with you. This guy cooks way, way, way harder. Man, this video is longer than I thought it'd be. Hopefully I've cut this to a reasonable amount. But yeah, that is the top 10. I would say number 1, number 2, just because they've never been in here in anything. Bro, I don't even see Green Goblin in goddamn Marvel Rivals. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? So at least like Norman Oscorp and everything, they're in the background. I'm like, dude, give me Green Goblin. Like, come on, it'd be cool. I'm not even a huge Green Goblin guy. That's the funny thing. I like Venom more. But to me, I'm like, bro, I'm okay. I've seen Venom in everything. I've seen Venom in everything. Brother has his own movie for whatever reason. Like, okay, the no lore is great, but do we need that much? Like, not really. So I'm like, bro, just give me Green Goblin. It'd be really, really cool. And then Sentry, I already explained it. Void, bleh, it'd be great. Diamond, Psychic Chick, you know how this works. She's hot, great. Namor, King of the Sea, come on. And Moon, Street Guy with issues. I don't know. If Kang makes it in, I would be so happy, but it probably won't happen. So yeah, that's my list. I mean, the rest kind of fill themselves out. You kind of understand my arguments there. Magneto has to be in there. If Magneto's not in there, Salak has no chance. But if they're both in there, cinema. Cinema. That's all I gotta say. But I am interested what your guys' top 5 or top 10 characters you want in this Marvel game to be. Just to make it interesting, we don't have to make it just strictly like people that, you know, have never been in any of these Marvel games, because to be honest with you, someone's gonna say Omega Red, and I'm gonna be like, I hate to break it to you, that guy actually has been in there. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, clearly, you can see I'm just going to be flushing videos back, left, right, and center. I mean, there's only so many videos I can make on this before there's like nothing left, and now I have to just wait for content. I don't know if I can wait a year for this, but I'm going to try my best. So yeah, put down below what you guys' list is, and I will see you guys in the next one. You know what to do. If you really, really like the Marvel content on this channel, specifically the Fighting Souls stuff, the Tōkon stuff, you know what's coming. You know what to do. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care, peace, and goodbye.